Today we'll be replacing the DC Powerjack on the Litter Robot 3. Now keep in mind, if your litter box is still under warranty, please don't hesitate to call and send it in. We'll replace it free of charge. Now then, in order to do this, you're going to need a few tools. Namely, a long number 2 Phillips, a 3/8 wrench, or a pair of pliers can do in a pinch. First thing we're going to do is tear down the litter robot. So remove the bonnet, the globe, and the waste drawer. Now that we've removed the globe, bonnet, and waste drawer, we can go ahead and flip the base over and begin removing the screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws to be removed. I'm going to do that now. Okay, now that those screws are removed, we'll be able to separate the top and bottom part of the base assembly. So, if I flip it back over carefully, lift this, they're now separated. However, we have a few wires still connected between the top and the bottom, and we want to be careful not to wreck those. I'm going to go ahead and spin it to the back here where we can see our broken DC connector and what's left of the housing up here. I'll go ahead and take my 3/8 wrench. Again, if you have a pair of pliers or even a 10mm will work. We'll loosen this nut and we can pull out our broken connector, and then we're still left with this part of the harness here, and we're going to go ahead and cut that. Now that we have the DC jack exposed, we need to go ahead and cut the old one out. A pair of cutters, scissors in a pinch, or even a pair of pliers will work here. I'm just going to cut it near the end because I want as much wire as possible left. And we'll take that. Now that this is cut, we can go ahead and take our new DC adapter and our crimps, and this is really easy to do, requires no splicing. We're going to take our white wire and push it in, and then we're going to take the other white wire and push it in. Once those are both in there, and you can see them on the other side, I'm going to take my pliers and push down on the metal, and that's actually going to splice into the wire. And then I can take the plastic and pinch that over top, and now we have a nice, secure, and strong electrical connection. Now that we have the white wire securely on, we can do the same for the black wire. We'll take our other crimp, placing one wire into each hole. Remember, black and black, white and white. And then we'll take our pliers, pinch down the metal crimp. We're good and secure, and then take the plastic and pinch until it snaps on. Both connectors are now firmly on there, and we have a DC connector together. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the nut from the top of this. You might be able to twist it off, or take our wrench and loosen it. Keep in mind there is a washer on here too. We're going to push it through the hole we took the old one out of, place the washer, place the nut, and we want to go ahead and get this started by hand and tighten it down as much as we can. We want to try not to twist the bottom, and then we'll take our wrench holding underneath and just give that a nice snug connection so it no longer moves. And now we're reconnected. Now that that's all reinstalled, we want to go ahead and reassemble the base. So I'm going to spin this around and bring this back over. Again, we have to be careful of the cables that are connecting the top and bottom. We want to make sure that we're not pinching our new wires. So push that down in there. And the top and bottom half should more or less just fall together. A couple shakes, check all around to make sure that we didn't miss anywhere. It looks good. I'm going to hold it together and turn it over. And then we can reinstall the screws we took out earlier. Again, a magnetic screwdriver helps out a lot, or just sticking a magnet on the end like I have. But if not, you can still get it together. It's just a little trickier. Alright, flip the unit back over and begin reinstalling the globe. Our bonnet, checking the tabs in the back, making sure those seat snapped in. And finally our drawer. Once that's all complete, we'll take our plug it in the back, check up front here, and we're good to go. Make sure this cycles completely, comes back to a blue ready status, and you're all set.